The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash over him like the changing surface of a pond. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you! No, no, it's you. It's...
His back suddenly arches as he spasms in pain.
I know it's you. You're like me, see? I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. I'm done for, but you, there's still hope. You'll know. They'll find you. They'll seek you out. That's their job. Get it? Yes, of course you do. You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something. My head... I feel like someone's rummaged their fingers through my skull. Get out while you can. Oh, love, I'm wrecked. Can't go. Couldn't move my feet. As likely to stab you in the neck as shake your hand.
He giggles coquettishly, then bellows like a bear.
Leave! Oh, I knew a man named Ollie, and he was all I had, till Damien came one morning, put an arrow through his back.
Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? There's not a magister within 100 miles who'd trust one of your kind to deliver any kind of message at all. Any other tales you want to try? Go on. I could use a good laugh. Ha! That's almost cute.
He looks you up and down.
Got a nice marble to you, haven't you? Good. My hands have been looking a little on the lean side. blind, damned sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the... Ha!
He looked...
Got a knock.
colour wells back into the Magister's cheeks, and his wounds knit together into solid flesh.
I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend. That is what separates you from the Divine Order. There is a waterway, a boat. Hand me a map. It isn't far. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll let you pass.
Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup. The Voidwoken have people terrified, not only for their lives, but for the very air they breathe, the sun that shines upon them.
Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solutions at a time like this, no matter the consequences. Some people, anyway. No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. She keeps sorcerer children safe from the Divine Order. I can think of no nobler soul in all the realm. With her help, we've saved countless children from Dallas and Alexander, and we aim to save many more. You've given me a second life. I won't soon squander it, or forget what you've done. Thank you. I am healed. Thank you, my friend. I will settle this debt.
Muffled sounds suggest that this scuffed old door leads up to the fort's main floor. It's bound to be crawling with magisters.
Whatever lies ahead, it has been a pleasure travelling together.
Let's think twice about this. I don't fancy facing a mob of magisters.
We've come this far. Whatever's behind that door can't stop us now.
Holy hellhounds. Those dogs sound out for blood.
You intruder! Bandit! Sorcerer! Stop! Go! Die! Paul?
Paul!
Paul!
Bruno barks, beside himself with joy.
Paul? 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 Me next! Paul? Bruno! Paul!
Bull, 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 bull.
Bull! 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 Bull!
Catch baddies! Buddy? Baddies!
My
Baddies!
tummy
Buddy!
hurts.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
Toast, Bunny!
My tummy hurts. Hello?
Rat!
Die! Kill, kill. Die! Kill, kill.
My...
A dog is quietly curled in the corner of the cage, seemingly trying to make itself as small as possible.
Please, don't hurt me! They're so mean. They feed me horrible things. Meat from people. I don't want to eat it, but they do something to it that makes it irresistible.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate and lick his chops. His eyes go hard and cold. Suddenly, he seems to remember himself and whines.
They did something to me. They made me want to hurt people. People who smell like you. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm afraid. If I leave, I might hurt someone. If I stay, they'll make me into one of their monsters. I'm better off dead.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
My tummy hurts. You let me free. What if I'm dangerous? What if I hurt somebody? What if I hurt you? They fed me horrible things. Meat from people. I didn't want to eat it, but they do something to it that makes it irresistible. Even you, the one who saved me, I can picture sinking my teeth into you, ripping the flesh apart, swallowing it down. I'm scared. I'm not myself anymore. I have these cravings. I can't be trusted.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate and lick his chops. His eyes go hard and cold. Suddenly, he seems to remember himself and whines.
This is awful. I can't go back into the world like this. Please, just put me down.
I won't be party to this. It's suicide.
Fine. This poor pooch deserves a little peace.
This is not justice. Birdie does not deserve to die.
No, no, no! Sometimes the best way to get on with something is...
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
Muffled sounds suggest that this scuff...
Whatever lies...
Let's think.
We've come...
What the flying hell? Karen, you said this way was clear.
That's what the log said, sir. No one's offered us to be here.
Well, the log was wrong, you idiot. I hope for your sake no one will miss him.
The Magister cocks his head, seemingly surprised at what he heard.
That's so. Tell me, what do you know about Zur? That she surely is. That she surely is. Never was known for her patience, was she? If you're taking this run, the kid'll have to go with you. Feisty one, too. Liable to jump into the canal if you don't watch him close. That right, Han? He'll be alright once you get settled in. We won't delay you. Karen and I have guard duty coming up. At least we won't be late this time, what with Dallas sniffing around for escapees. Good luck to you.
The boy stands back from you, steady eyes narrowed in a wary stare.
Who are you? I'm Han. So, you helped me out just there, and I'd like to return the favour. You want to get out of here? I've a boat here with plenty of room. Let's go. I owe you, so I'll tether the boat a while longer. But hurry, it isn't safe to stay here long.
Ought to keep well out of sight of the Magisters.
Subdue them, and make sure Cork doesn't leave.
cornered.
Swords! These magisters are madmen! Are you alright? Well, good, I suppose.
He pauses a moment to wipe a thick mixture of sweat and blood from his brow before continuing.
I still can't believe they had the gall to attack me. It's high treason to go after a paladin like that. We're Divine Order, gods damn it! Our superiors will be very interested to hear this. I wouldn't be so certain of that. They've got most folks on the mainland properly fooled. I never would have believed what goes on here until I saw it with my own eyes. But we've stood about talking long enough. And this place is no roadside tavern. It's certain death if we keep lingering. First things first. I need to get the lay of the land inside Fort Joy. I was sent here to make an official report on what exactly goes on here. I don't intend to run away now. After that, though, and without the Magister's help, there's nowhere to go but the hollow marshes. They say they're haunted, but I don't believe in bogeymen. I was once told there's an old harbour on the far side of the island, and where there's a harbour, there may be a boat. I must be off, and so should you. Best of luck to you. You deserve better.
Cornered.
Glory is mine.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
Who will be next?
Congratulations to our champion. You may yet be the one. You prove a warrior.
Someone will yet be chosen.
The one will walk among us, though not today, it seems.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
Each day brings us one step.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
The one will walk among us, though not today, it seems.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory. I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. A warrior traveling the path of the One should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more.
Champion of Fortjoy, spreading your name far and wide.
The one will walk
I'm the
among
only
us,
one with the
though
guts.
not today.
I deserve the glory.
I see your potential has begun to shine through.
You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to do better than that to be named the one.
Cannot hurry the one.
Don't become the one by
Well done.
just a...
Very well done. Tell me, what is your strategy in battle? You do not fight like others I have seen. An effective method, as long as you keep control of that which you destroy. I will keep my eye on you, the good one. Someone will yet be chosen.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
It's you. It's really you. You gave him hell, did you?
She sits at full attention, utterly wrapped in your retelling.
It may just be you. The one. You might be him.
She clasps her blackened hands before her and seems for a moment on the verge of weeping.
Then you're our best hope. You may become the one. You don't understand. The one is our only hope for getting out from under the divine order, for making sense of the world again. The one will become divine. You may be the one to save us all. There's only one thing to do. I've got to set you free. Your collar. Let me take it off. They may do just that. You'll have to be careful. But even if you're caught, you stand a better chance of getting out of here than any of us. And with the collar off and your powers returned to you, you'll be unstoppable. What a privilege on me.
She manipulates the ring around your neck in several quick yet intricate motions. Off pops your collar, and a sense of relief swirls from deep within you.
You hear me now? You get out of this place. You keep fighting. You become the one. And you think of old Nibora when it's all over.
Hey. Easy. I'd say we get out of this place. Dunno how long they plan. Ooh, so serious. What? How very sweet of you to notice. I know, it's weird. One of the many side effects of the visitor upstairs.
She drums on her forehead with 2 fingers, smiles grimly, and shrugs.
They used to be blue. Oh well.
She bats her eyelashes at you in an exaggerated flutter, then bursts out laughing and punches your arm.
Ha ha! Character. I like that. I'm gonna use that. If I can say nothing else for my current companion, at least I can say it gave me a bit of character. So what's it like, being alone in your head? People say that. Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talks through me. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh, Dallas, you maniac.
A boat. I'd thank the Divine, but... well...
We've got to get out of here. The soon...
The sturdy raft bobs in the canal's gentle current.
It might stink, Quercus, but at least...
We made it out. Good. Better get a move on to safety before anything spots us. First time I was dragged in as a sorcerer, same as everyone else. After I escaped, I came back in to find someone. Magisters nabbed me before I could sneak back out. Why go back in, you wonder? Well, I met some friends out here in the swamps. Turns out they needed a little of my help to get their friend Verdas out of Fort Joy. Needed to prove myself to him. Why would they take risks for me if I wouldn't take risks for them?
He gives you a searching look.
Trust's more valuable than coin round here. You helped me, so I hope I'm making the right choice in trusting you. You need a place to lay low for a while. I know a safe enough place. My friends there are all in pretty bad shape, but it's safer than out here, that's for sure. Badlands. Even Magisters stay away. Well, usually. They figure any sorcerers who head in here are as good as dead. For the most part, they're not wrong. Only one tiny hidden nook is safe. Hand me a map and I'll mark the way. But be careful. They don't notice me most of the time. But I wouldn't lay any bets on your chances. Beasts, spectres, bones, even void-woken sometimes. Seen things in here I've never even read about in fairy tales. Even saw a winter dragon once, but I make sure nobody sees me. No offence, but I'm safer alone. I'm small. Quick, too. I can take care of myself better than anybody. Used to it by now. If you make it, ring the bell outside and tell Bahara I sent you. She's not quick to trust strangers. I'm heading there now. I suggest you do the same. Good luck. Really.
Horrible surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead.
A boat. I'd thank the Divine, but... well...
The sturdy rock.
It might stink, Quercus, but at least...
We made it out. Good. First time. Why? Turns out...
He gives you...
Trust me. You need a... Oh, don't know what they're kind... Not for long. Only thing...
Hange.
Abominate. You won't stay here. Beasts. No offence. If you make... I'm heading there.
You take a deep breath. You have escaped Fort Joy at last.
How lovely. I could really do with a banquet right about now. No one amongst you is a gourmet chef by any chance.
Well, blessings be. I am most grateful to have traded a sunny seaside for a dank swamp.
Out of the prison camp into the bog. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles.
Thank you for freeing me from that awful place. The air is so much clearer here, wild and free, just like me. And I remember who I am now, a wizard's cat. But the spell-flinging stinker left me behind, without as much as a look over his shoulder. Bah! It's as if I never made myself a bed on his bony legs, or never chased away the mice that'd bite through his books. Oh, so he is. I guarded his library like a griffin would a princess's bedchamber, and look where it got me. I can still hear him now, the crusty old cad. We had us a cruise and 6 days in the sun, but grave duty calls, so I have to run. Too dangerous, my charge, for you, dear old boy. Best you stay here in jolly Fort Joy. By leaving me stranded among those red robes with their prickly magic sticks, you mean? No, it's quite clear to me that you are much more worthy of an honest cat's company. You just call for me and I'll be there, all cuddles and claws at your service.
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped. Don't make much of it one way or the other, but the farther we get away from the joy, the better. There's got to be a way off this island. Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
She bats her eyelashes
Just for you, Chief. You know, how about you? You missing home by now? Well, let's get you there then. As for me, I've always kind of felt like home isn't really a place or a time or anything like that. It's just a feeling you get. It's all in the mind. I think as long as I might lose myself at any moment, I'll feel like a bit of a stranger, no matter where I go. That does help. Thanks, Chief. Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
Yes? Is it an audience you desire? Nothing's changed but for our surroundings. We're still on an island, in dire need of making for the mainland. Perhaps we simply ought to hug the coast in search of a ship. Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find Bahara first. There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals to move against me. Technically, they had the letter of the law on them. Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself it should exempt as a matter of course. What I meant was that, being authority, I shouldn't be under any thumb. I had thought that was perfectly obvious. Sadly, that enlightened point of view quite clearly turned out to be academic. If not, we wouldn't be having this very conversation. I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? We can exchange criminal records later. Oh, don't tell me you've never heard the stories. The tale of my birth has been a bedtime staple for years. A dinner party favourite. Cute. Very well then, listen closely. One day a red sun rose, turning the desert sands into a blood-coloured sea. When my mother, roused from dreams, beheld this crimson dawn, she knew the time had come and promptly gave birth to me. The sun rose to its zenith, but there settled, refused to descend towards the beckoning dusk. Instead, she hung there for 7 days and 7 bright, starless nights. So enamoured was she with her little red prince. Indeed, I've been a married man since the day I was born, for they call me the spouse of the sun. She who is all life and beauty, she whose colour I wear not in cloth, but in skin.
He laughs wryly, baring rows of shark-like teeth.
There are those who believe that little legend, you know. I'm not one of them. To tell you the truth, I've no idea why I'm red, but I do fancy I was rather lucky to be born a prince. My heritage made people celebrate my uniqueness. Had I been common-born, they might have just drowned me in a well. Why, thank you. You'll find I don't live up to expectations with remarkable frequency. Case in point is that I have a high opinion of myself because of my unparalleled skills and intellect, not because of the bed I was born in. Though I won't go so far as to deny absolute wealth has its perks. Absolute power, for instance. No wonder I seek my way back to the throne. More glorious than you could ever imagine. More glorious than I wish to recall here. Ask me again once we escape, and I'll tell you tales that will last us 1,000 nights.
I must say, I was hoping to enjoy a smug advantage over everyone else. Lacking skin may make me a target for mortals, but I am mercifully immune to mosquitoes. However, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I can barely hear myself think. Given enough time, I could walk from this island to the shore, but time is in short supply. I must procure a quick way off this island, and that means procuring a ship. Something which seems unlikely in the depths of this swamp. Perhaps we should explore the coast. I fell victim to the enemy of all great minds, fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change. These are the things that poison civilizations. I was on the cusp of a glorious breakthrough, but my king's fear held me back. Do you know, I never thought to ask. Between him purging me and casting me into a traitor's tomb. What a foolish oversight! If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question. I discovered a veil hanging across the universe. A barrier of pure source. It was amazing. The kind of discovery on which a civilization turns. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? But my king forbade me from further investigation. Do you know, I never... What a foolish oversight! Well, certainly he was not pleased with my insistence that we investigate. But the king's word is law. Was law. But the reason I was purged was slightly less intellectual. After the king refused to let me investigate the veil, I brought the issue up with others. The 7 lords. Beneath the king in authority, but far above me. I brought them my research. I showed them everything. I had hoped they would help me convince the king of his error, but before they or I could act, I was arrested and... well, my sentence was carried out. I mean, yes, I suppose you could have drained the power from it. But that would have weakened it significantly. It would be quite irresponsible. After all, the power of the thing is not the point. It hid something. Who knows what that might have been? The secrets to the universe could have lain behind that curtain. But I was not given the chance to find out. Now, I fear I never will. He ceased to be my king the moment he turned on me. I did nothing wrong. All I wanted was to further the knowledge of the Eternals. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies, perhaps I could have warded off whatever catastrophe befell them.
The skeleton stands quietly for a moment.
I'm not sure. Centuries in a tomb can warp one's memory. I remember the big things, of course. My library, my home, my king, my family. But the rest, it's all covered in a fog. And the more I see of this world, the thicker that fog seems to get. They came rather low in my life, alas. My wife and daughter always had to compete with my work for my attention, and my work was always stiff competition. They were often neglected. I wonder how many more years they spent neglected before. Well, before whatever happened, happened. I was a scholar, researching the secrets of the universe. Had I been allowed to proceed, my people could have ascended to godhood as one. An entire race of deities, with a perfect understanding of the universe. It would have solved all of our problems. Once I would have boasted that it was the best form of government. Indeed, it was the only form of government we knew. Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing. But if that king should turn into a despot, if he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of power, well, I cannot imagine a worse torture. Indeed, you cannot. Nothing in this world compares to it. We crafted our homes from stone and crystal, using the power of the universe itself to keep them in place. Your people, on the other hand, seem quite content to sit about in smoky hovels, held together by straw and filth. It's a mercy I don't have a nose. I cannot imagine how you stand it.